So what's going on everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to do another overview, another tale from the past called Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, issue 147 from, let's see which year it is. Ah yeah, February 1989, so just before the beginning of the 90s. So for those of you who don't know how to do these types of videos, I usually go through, let's say, an old school American comic in the case of the Tales from the Past, or a European comic, manga from let's say 1960s all the way till 2011. So yeah, a set time period. This one falls right in that category. The other one is yeah, a case of yeah, a more recent story. We take the period from 2011 till present day. So yeah, it could be an American comic like this one, an indie comic, web comic, manga, or yeah, European comic. I think I already said that, so I repeat myself. What we basically do is we go to who the team is, with the writing, the art, letters, etc. To which we give a quick synopsis, and yeah, in case of a full-on review, we go to we're going to do a quick breakdown. But in present day, I don't have a lot of time lately to yeah, let's say to do a full-on review and to yeah, to read everything that I have in my collection, which is an impossible task. So if there's something that yeah, you read and I missed out on, you think I should read, hey, let me know. And after that, yeah, we basically give the good, bad, and the ugly. We put all the good things against the bad things, which we follow with a final verdict that goes from, let's say, 10 out of 100, that's 1 out of 10, till 100 out of 100, that's 10 out of 10. So pretty old school rating. Of course, there might be some things that you might disagree with me about, and if that's the case, hey, no problem, totally fine. But let's try to keep it civil, you know. My goal of these types of videos is trying to bring, yeah, Captain Frugal's called the old schoolyard days. I called, yeah, the simpler days. The days before the internet, before e-celebs poisoned the well of a medium that otherwise should be healthy, but unfortunately isn't. In the States, at least. In Europe and Asia, it's doing pretty fine. And yeah, this video is totally unscripted, by the way. But that's not all. I'll also be using the League of Comics Geeks to give yeah, you the thoughts of yeah, other readers and people who read it. Because yeah, it's kind of an interesting issue because it's kind of mixed. So yeah, grab yourself a cup of tea, something to snack, or some bites, and let's get into the video. So yeah, Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, issue 147. It was released in yeah, February 1989 as part of an of the so-called Inferno event. It's a tie-in. It's issue 17 of 43 issues in total. And yeah, it's written by Gary Conway. Artist is Sal Buscema. I'll probably butcher the name. Rick Parker, so who's the letterer, and Bob Sharon in that case, and John Wilcox did the colors, and yeah, Jim Sadikup, I'm terrible with names, is the editor, and yeah, the editor in chief is Tom DeFalco with oops, I almost knocked over my camera. It happens. And yeah, the cover art is done by Sal Buscema. If I spell the name correctly, I'm terrible with names, so yeah. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the synopsis. So yeah, like I said, it's part of the Inferno event. There was, yeah, 43 issues in total with all kinds of tie-ins. This is a tie-in in that issue. Basically, the whole, yeah, synopsis about this is pretty simple. A demon horde attacks New York City, and yeah, or an invasion, triggers an invasion, and yeah, the Hobgoblin who has just been beaten by not only Spider-Man but also by Harry Osborn, who is the second Green Goblin in this case, seeks more power and makes a deal with let's say the leader of the demon horde, who tries to burn the city to cinders and basically eat every human as possible. And he makes a dangerous deal that I won't discuss here, but it has some consequences as well in exchange for his soul. But let's just say it doesn't go quite as planned. So Spider-Man on the other hand is badly injured and struggles to protect the city of New York and reconnect with his loved ones. And meanwhile, everyday citizens, even his girlfriend slash wife, Mary Jane, Jonah Jameson, so the debut, and the Robertsons fight to survive in the chaos. And when the city's on the brink of go burning to cinders, alliances form, sacrifices are made, and as you can see from the cover right here, in dire circumstances, natural enemies for some reason unknown become unexpected allies, and here's no different. So that's about it for the synopsis, and let's get into the good, bad, and ugly. Well, the cover is typical of that late 80s era. There's some good interior art in it, and some interesting writing. Unfortunately, the beginning is not as good as I expected it to be, but that's because let's just say the second Hobgoblin, it wasn't even that good. It was more like a placeholder for the original Hobgoblin, Roderick Kingsley, I think is the name. And but at the same time, this kind of gave him an out to develop the character even a little further, and give him something to differentiate it from its previous version, from its previous versions, and that's a good thing about it. It's also interesting to see J. Jonah Jameson, so the side characters give a moment to shine, and as you can see, I can show it right here, not here, but some ads in it. Here. To see unexpected alliances are being forced in dire circumstances. And the only bad thing is, and unfortunately it's part of the tie-in, so that means that you have to read some issues of, let's say, I think it was X-Men, some Fantastic Four things and other things. And I kind of agree with some of the reviews on the League of Comics Geeks that it has been stretched out for a little too long. So do you need to collect every single issue, every single tie-in, and see to figure out the whole arc? No, you don't. And my opinion, if you want to know to orient your for orientation, just start with here and read some Ghost Rider issues and some Moon Knight issues, and the tie-ins with the Spider-Man issues with the Hobgoblin, and eventually what is born inside the Hobgoblin after you made the deal with the Demon Lord. That's the only thing you need to know, and further than that, it has been pretty stretched thin. So without any further ado, let's get into the final verdict and take some reviews with it. And one of them is pretty positive. This was the most Inferno of the seemingly never-ending Inferno stories, and benefits on its own as a result. That being said, what it does great: Hobgoblin changing, Demon battle across New York, Spy and JJ teaming up, absolutely, is great. But it's let down by how little the Inferno invasion has mattered to the core of these tie-ins, which is that they barely are tie-ins at all. Yeah, that's kind of true. And another review that's continuing the Hobgoblin saga with an Inferno twist, except it isn't much of one of it. And to be honest, I'm tired of demons popping up saying they're going to eat someone and then getting clobbered. This Inferno lark has overstayed its welcome, and it's wearing thin. Spiderman hold it up in the Daily Bugle with J. Jonah Jameson. Could have been great, but nothing is made of it. As for the rest, the art is possible. I agree with that as well. So yeah, that's two reviews. One good one, one a little more negative, and I kind of in the middle of that as well. It's not a spectacular issue, but it is interesting and shows a little bit of character development for let's say Jason McCandle, and therefore it gets a 72 out of 100. It's not entirely bad. It's actually a pretty good tie-in, but yeah, and a good issue if you want to learn more about Hobgoblin and what will eventually become of his newly acquired demon half. This is where basically the demon half is basically born before it separates. So yeah, there are some interesting things in it, but yeah, you don't need to read all the tie-ins. Just stick to a few, and yeah, that's all you need. So yeah, if you'd like to see me make more videos like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to, and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And check out Gerald Warrior on Global Comics. Issue 1 is currently in development, and yeah, 3 will follow soon. Hopefully next year, if not in the later half of next year. But so keep your eyes out for some updates. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Peace.